Hi, my name is Jody Wiersky. I am going to do a mock booking training today. Pretty much when I do my mock bookings, I do them the same way. I always use VAX. I save the itinerary so I can pull it up again when I go to share it into groups later in the day, the next day. But I'll go through everything with you. Today I decided to do Secrets. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Moxche, I think it is. It's Moxche. It's a new hotel in the Secrets brand in Mexico. They just pushed back their opening to August 1st. So I'm going to try and do some days in October. They have actually at their resort, they also have what's called Impressions. So you could do the regular Secrets or you could do Secrets Impressions. Impressions is very expensive. It's definitely more expensive. It's higher level. I'm not going to do that for a mock booking. I try and go a little bit lower on the mock bookings. You can always upgrade your clientele. And to be quite honest, with the mock bookings, it's not so much that you're selling this trip, but that you're getting people interested in your page and what you do. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I will go into VAX. And I do go back and forth a little bit, so just bear with me. So the first thing I'm going to do, I like to do it by FunJet. I always do FunJet, but you can also go into offers and incentives and go into Offer Wizard or promotion and see if there's anything that sticks out to you. What I was taught when I was doing mock bookings is that do a place that you'd like to go, somewhere you'd like to go. And to be quite honest, when I pick my mock bookings, I do a lot of AM resorts, which is Secrets, because I get points, and the more points you get, the more free nights. So right now I actually have 4 free nights at a Secrets resort. So I try and sort of, you know, if I'm going to do Charisma, El Dorado, they have Charisma hotels. You've got Riu, where you can get Riu points. So I try and do ones that I can get loyalty points for as well. So I'm going to go into FunJet. I'm just going to pick some dates. So I'm going to go to Cancun. For some reason, I find that if we leave on a Sunday from our area, it might be a little better. I'm from outside Philadelphia. So since they're opening August 1st, in case they get pushed back another month or so, I'm just going to put in August or October 9th. I almost always do 5 nights just because it's a little bit cheaper. And I always add travel protection. And I'm going to search. So I'm not going to do this while on the training, but a lot of times if I see pricing, I might go and do a few different dates. Like I might want to go in, I'm going to pull this up on October 9th. And then I'm going to actually see maybe if I did it on a Wednesday, leaving on a Wednesday, if it was cheaper through the weekend. But you can always play around with the dates. When I first started with Archer, I actually would just play around with VAX and find the best islands for my clients to go to, the best pricing. And that's how I figured out where I wanted to go. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to do search. I'm going to change some things. I know I don't want Spirit. So I'm going to go into flight and I'm going to choose American. Actually, I'm not going to choose that. I'm going to choose 0 stops. I'm going to choose that. And I'm not going to choose the hotel yet. I'll show you what I do. So I'm going to just search again. One thing I don't like about VAX, it takes a little while. Okay, so I know I don't want Spirit, so I'm going to hit Outbound Flights. I'm going to go, I've got my nonstop there. You've got American. I was going to see if there was any Frontier. And the 830 is just a little bit more expensive. I'll go with the 1040. You can always offer, if your client does want this trip, you can always say it's a little bit more for the earlier flight. Okay, and then I'm going to go down. So you can see you can choose what you want here and you can get an idea of pricing. A lot of times I would go and I would choose 5-star. I would choose adults only, all-inclusive, and beach. And then what you can also do is you can go to price lowest to highest to get some ideas. So if you want, you know, to figure out which one to use. Okay, So I'm going to do secrets. Okay, so this is secrets. They have a junior suite king tropical view. I do know that a preferred club is, you get some extra amenities. So that is about $400 more. So I could go in as a, I'm debating, you could just do a junior suite, oops, sorry, ocean view. Junior suite king ocean view, I'm sorry, is $33.77 and the preferred club is $35.89. So I'm going to want to go with that. But before I do that, I want to go and I want to pull up a different date just to double check that I have the right date. So I'm going to now pull up, just say the 5th for 5 nights. I can put the hotel in because I know the hotel that I want. And I'm going to search. At the same time, I'm going to pull up Expedia.com, not TAP. And I'm going to look to see if my pricing is good. If my pricing is not good on this, I don't want to do it. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so already I know it's more expensive there. So I'm going to go back because it says $36.10 there. This was $38.98 for preferred club. That's why I do a lot of times this Sunday. See, it's more expensive. So I'm going to go back to this one. And I'm going to pull it up in Expedia. I never use basic economy. Okay. Okay, now it's showing the same price. So I don't know what I just did. All right, so let's do. Oh, I'm on the wrong date. That's why. Okay, search. I'm going to go back to the 9th to the 14th. Okay, while I'm doing that, I'm going to do a package here, leaving from Philadelphia to Cancun. Actually, I wonder if I can do. Okay, I think you can actually do that. I'm going to do October 9th through the 14th. 2 travelers. I'm going to search that. I'm going to try and search that. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure that I do everything the same. So I'm going to pull up preferred club. Okay, 1 king bed, ocean view. I'm going to make sure that I'm on the same flights. So I want American and nonstop. Okay, and when you click on it, I'm going to go 1040. I'm not going to do basic economy. Okay, I'm going to do main cabin. And then coming back, 1226. Okay, so we're at 3480 there. I'm going to do what they offer. It's a private transfer. That's all they're offering. Okay, so I'm at 3674. And let's go back to this one and see where I'm going to be. Now remember, this one will have travel insurance. Okay, so I'm looking at 3877 versus 3674. And the travel insurance is 200. So we're good. We're good on this one. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I know I want to use this one. So I'm going to save this itinerary. And I'm going to save it. Now, when everybody does their mock bookings and they post them, they do them differently. Some people do a very short, like not a lot of words, and they do one photo. I like to do about 4 to 5 photos. I try and do the same wording. Feel free, you can follow my JZW Travel page on Facebook. The only thing that I ask is that you don't do the wording exactly as I do. So I'm going to pull up the last one I did, which is a little while ago. And I actually just copy and paste. I know it's coming up, sorry. There it is. So this is the last one I did, 5 nights in Riviera Maya, okay? And I'll go over all of this with you. Can hold the booking for 3 days at no charge. So when you pull it up, when you go and pull this up, you go email print itinerary. And what you're going to see is when the deposit is due. It's due on April 11th. So that is in 3 days. So I can hold the trip for 3 days at no charge. And it's pretty low. It's $350 per person for the deposit. So I only put the deposit amount if it's about $400 per person or less. And I only put when the deposit is due if it's not due today. So if it's due in I can hold it for 1 day at no charge. I can hold it for 3 days. So right now I can hold this one for 3 days. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually copy and paste this. And there are 2 ways you can do this. I have my Instagram attached to my Facebook. So you can either post it on both, or you can post just to Facebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to photo video, and you can post right there, or you can go to the Meta Business Suite. Okay. So by doing this, if you hit create, when it comes up, it'll be checked for Facebook. You can check it for Instagram if you have yours connected. I see some stuff in the chat. I'll go over questions once I get through this. Right. Oh my gosh, I hate waiting. So what you can do for this, it's $38.77.11. I'm not going to say that's the amount. I'm going to up it to $3,900, give me a little bit of a leeway in case it goes up a little bit. So I can either do $3,900 for one couple, or I can do per person. Oh my gosh, I'm a math major and I need to look this up. So $1,950 per person I can do. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go back to here. Okay, so you're going to click this. So it's on Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to paste this as plain text, and I'm going to go 5 nights in Riviera Maya, Mexico at a brand new resort. Louise, opening August 1st. I'm going to put $1,950 per person based on double occupancy. I did the dates at 10/9 through 10/14/22. Includes a preferred club, junior suite, ocean room. I think that's what I did. Junior suite, preferred club, junior suite, king, ocean view room. Ocean view room and a 5-star adults only resort. Non-stop flights from Philadelphia and hotel transfers and cancel for any reason. Travel insurance. Can hold the booking for 3 days at no charge, and then only $350 per person do it booking. You can say text and what you want them to text. or email. I sometimes put my, let me put this. Well, actually, I'm not going to do that. You can sometimes tell them to fill out your form. So I just had them text for Jeremiah, so I want to do something else. Let's just say text new resort. 2. Can price different departure airports, number of travelers, hotel room and dates, price subject to change in availability. If you are having kids, if this is one where kids are included, always put price subject to change in availability and ages of children. If you are doing a all-inclusive for kids, always price it out with kids 12 and under, because once they hit 13, it's a different charge. They're considered adults. So that's why I always say price subject to change in availability and ages of children. And then you can just have a little bit down here. I don't put the hotel name in there. I will automatically, like if they ask me, definitely I will let them know, even if they ask me on one of my posts, but I just don't put it in here. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to add photos, and there's a couple ways you can get photos. You can go into VAX. Now these are going to be rendering photos. Oops, sorry, let me show you that again. You click on the hotel name, and when you click on the hotel name, you can take some photos here. So I'm going to save this. Got the lobby. I always do the room that you are going to price out. So don't do ocean view if you're doing a garden view room. I'll try and see what photos I like. And I usually do about 4 to 5. I want to do one restaurant. Sort of, I like that. It's a very earthy tone. It's very jungle themed for this one. Okay. All right, I will do those 4 photos. So then what I'm going to do, and let me show you the other places you can use photos. If you go to TripAdvisor and you look up the hotel, and what you want to do is if they have a gallery, which they don't have it yet. So let me pull up one that they do have a gallery. Let me pull up Secrets for Roma. So you're going to click on it and you're going to hit gallery and you're going to go to photos for management. Those are the photos you can use. Okay. Another way is just going to their website and getting the photos that way. So it was supposed to be opened in April. They just pushed it back to August. Okay. All right, so then you can do gallery right here. And you can take some photos from there if you want. And that's another way you can do it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go back into here. I'm gonna hit add photo, and I'm gonna do these 4 photos. So this is the wrong aspect ratio for Instagram. So if you click the edit button, and they want you to do square, I like horizontal more, then you're gonna apply that. Okay, so now they're good. So now I wanna go and figure out which one I want for the first photo. I want horizontal. Make sure that they're not all square. Okay. I think I might do this one first. A lot of times if I have a really good pool, I'll do that one. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like. You can see what it'll look like on Facebook. That's what it's going to look like on Facebook and what it'll look like on Instagram. Okay. To give you an idea of what it looks like. All right. And then I'm going to go and publish. Once it's published, I have a groups and posts spreadsheet that I made up. I have every group I've ever been in, when I've posted, what I posted, how many followers, things like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go into okay, so there you go. It just posted. I'm going to go in as myself now to actually post it and share it into groups. So you should be joining 5 to 7 groups every day. Look at yard sales, look at wedding groups, look at moms groups, things of that nature. That's what you should be joining every single day. Don't join too much, because then you might end up in Facebook jail. But this is how it's going to look. Okay. All right. Now, the thing is, if I could change that, because it says August 1st and on their website it says April, but if they see the website, I just will tell them. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So now I'm going to share it into groups. So I'm going to pick Harleysville, Souderton. So what I do is I like to copy and paste it. And the reason being, when you share it into a group, so you're going to go to share to group, you've got to make sure you're as yourself, unless you want to post it as your business. I choose to post it as myself. Share to group. I'm going to choose Harleysville, Souderton. I'm going to copy and paste. This is plain text. Okay. And I'm going to post. And when it posts, I want to show you why if you post. So the reason, and I don't love how this came out at a post. I like putting in little paragraphs. I think it looks nicer. And the reason I redo that is because otherwise your post is just going to look like this. It's going to come up with photos and the information down here. And I don't think enough people look at that information. So I like to put it up at the top. Okay. So I just posted there. That's 39,900 people. And so like I will put like morning 1, because I'll try and do, 5 posts. And I'm going to put new hotel, and then I put what it is. So I know that they're going to text me with new hotel. Okay. How many, what did I say? 39.9. Okay. And then let me go and do another one. Lower Bucks. Let's do that one. You should be sharing this 5 times in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 5 at night, every single day. Okay, let me do this, and I'm going to tell you what you need to do before you share it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pick a different one. I'm going to pick all right, let's do Delaware wedding. I like doing the wedding ones. Okay, so every time that you're going to go and post, so just say you post 5 in the morning now, all right? And then you're going to go and post 5 in the afternoon. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Okay. You always need to pull it up and make sure that the price has not changed. Okay. So every time, so just say I do 5 in the morning, I'm going to do the 5 in the afternoon. The first thing I'm going to do is retrieve the saved itinerary. And I'm going to make sure that the price has not gone up. If it's gone up, it'll be in red that it's gone up. And this is one of the reasons I love Vax too, because you're able to do this. Now, if I were going to go and book this for them, just say somebody wants this, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check travel impressions and see if it's the same price. If it is, travel impressions pays a better commission. So I won't necessarily book with FunJet, but you see, it would be red up here if the price was different. Actually, I can show you one that should be different. Let me show you. So I did this one. I'm sure it's different now. This is something I actually booked. All right, any day. And I'll answer the questions right after this. But actually, I'm going to show you one other thing I do before I answer questions. I'm also going to go into LinkedIn, and I'm going to copy and paste this. I don't know why it's not pulling that up. Okay, I'm going to go to, I have a business page. Some people like to do it on their personal page. I don't, because I'm old school where LinkedIn is supposed to be about networking. So I don't really do the sales on my personal page. I'm going to do my photo. And then paste as plain text. And the only other place I would possibly do is Twitter, but I don't do that much with that. But I definitely do LinkedIn. I get clients from LinkedIn. And so there is my LinkedIn. Now I don't change how the pictures come out on LinkedIn. I haven't figured that part out, and it doesn't bother me. But if you look at, it's all like, I do a lot of my mock bookings on here. Okay. So right here, it's all this red stuff here. It has a new price. So I know if it's got a new price, then I might either not post it, or it might just go up a little bit and I can still post it. If it's gone up too much, then I will do a new mock booking. I might do a mock booking in the morning and it goes up by the afternoon. I might have to do a new mock booking. So I keep doing the same mock booking if I see the insights are doing well, and I'll show you where you go for that. So if you look at your page as your business page and you go to insights, you can see how many people. So this has not had anything, but let me go to show you one that did well, like this one. This is about somebody who wrote a review. So that's 501. I didn't share it at all. I want to actually, what I'd love to do is, let me see if I can find it. I think it was this one. Was it this one? Oh, maybe I can't pull it up. I think this one was seen by 8,000 people. And that's without paying for any advertising. So it went to about 28,000 people. Okay. So that is how I do my mock booking. All right. So let me look at the questions. Oh, if anyone uses tax for customer out of state like Canada, deposit will be higher. So yeah, I only promote within the US. I only promote within a 60-mile radius of my airport. I only do local. I'm not going to answer questions. I'm just going to base off this. Yeah, subject to government approval. I've seen that on Spirit. I don't know what it means. Liz, I did not upgrade their transportation, but I did make sure it wasn't a non-refundable flight or a basic economy flight. So. Did you put travel protection in yours? That's the only thing.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I never ever sell without travel protection. Okay, so that's where that is. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right, so that is how I do a mock booking. Everybody does it different, make it your own. Figure out places you want to go, places that are easy to get to from your state. I mean, if you can do nonstop, always try and do nonstop. If you're going to do a layover, make sure that if you're going out of the country, that when they come back, they have enough time for customs before they go on to their next flight. So, yeah. Okay, so when joining wedding and mom groups, do we just search? Yeah, you can just search for that. You can search for mom groups near me or something like that, mom groups in. I would pick up different areas, like, so I know my areas around the Philadelphia airport, and I would just choose with that. Okay. Liz, yes, with Vax, you can pay it. You pay the deposit and then it's got to be paid by the final payment. So how they pay, if they want to pay monthly, that's up to them. If our Expedia is cheaper, then if it's a lot cheaper, then I will not post that mock booking. Okay, I just won't post that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope this helped. Have a good day.